Hey guys, time for another quick pen mail video. Just wanted to share with you some of the newer pens that I got here at the house. I got this, and I got these. You can tell that there's something wrong with this. I knew it was that way, and I ordered it that way, so I figured I'd get it fixed. This was kind of interesting here. I got this very inexpensively. I've shared with you a bunch of cross pens, cross fountain pen in chrome. So I went ahead and figured, all right, this may be a cross century. What does it say? It doesn't really say. It just says cross pen, stylo plume, chrome. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this one. It was fairly cheap. I mean, I found it, what, $10 to $16, going by memory, somewhere in there. It wasn't really a whole lot, but more of a modern cross pen. I think it's maybe what their new centuries are, but this is nice and tight in there, snug, and they do include a cross cartridge down in there. I got a bunch of cross cartridges, so I'm not too worried about it, but this is a very thin, very slim line fountain pen. It looks more like a lady's purse or maybe a front pocket pen, but it is indeed a fountain pen. And it does unscrew, and you've got a very small cross nib by comparison. It is a cartridge converter pen like you just saw. So I haven't tried this out yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it or how I'm going to handle it. I may give it to somebody as a gift. I may give it away on this channel. I don't know, but I did want to see how it went. Compare that to like the cross century fountain pen that I'm used to. Here's one in silver. You can tell the difference, and definitely girthier pen versus a thinner pen here. Definitely different down at the bottom. One of the interesting things is how that's really stepped down quite a bit on the end. So let's try to see if this goes on and see if it screws in. Voila! Just like you think I kind of knew what I was doing, right? So this does cap on the end and it does screw on, which you're not going to find on the older Century model. So, but this was actually sold as a cross Century, and it was such a great price in new old stock. I went ahead and snatched it up because I hadn't used a modern one before, and I knew the shape was a little different from the cross Centuries that I have known and been using. So I've got one in silver tone, one in gold tone, I think like a 4506 and a 3506, just going off the top of my head. But we'll see how that goes, so I'll set those aside. Here is one that I have actually been looking. It's Kanoe or Kanoe. I'm not really sure, but this is kind of a vintage from, my guess is maybe in the 70s. Or so would be my guess. I've tried doing research. Unfortunately, one of the sites that I go to research most is down right now and has been for a while. So this was very thin. It's actually thinner than it looked online, but I paid $10 for this thing. $10. So I said, what the heck? I'll give it a shot. So you pull it off, and it is a very small nib on it. It is a, get this, it is a cartridge pen. And I'm looking at this cartridge. I'm glad they included this old dried out cartridge, because this cartridge is so thin to be able to fit in here. I don't have any cartridges that would work on this particular pen. So I'll take this off and I'll flush it out. I'll clean it out. I haven't cleaned out this pen yet. This just showed up in the mail today. So I haven't really even had a chance to play with it. But it is very slim. I would suspect that this would be more of a woman's purse pen, but I figured for $10, like I said, I didn't realize just how tiny it was when I got it. Side note, I do have planned a video on slender pens. And it's going to be a lot from the 60s and 70s when they were very popular. And I am talking some pens that are in my collection, some pens you may have seen here, some other pens that are, some of them are considered to be more of a a luxury pen. Maybe a Lamy 99, some Mont Blanc pens. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Mont Blancs on my list, a Pelican, an Omas, but some very thin pens, and probably a Waterman thrown in there as well. So interesting. I just found that really neat. Not that I'm a huge fan of the pattern, but you know, for $10 I figured I'll give it a chance, and I've never used that brand. Like I said, I'm not even really sure how to officially pronounce it, whether it's Kanoe, Kanoe, but there you go. These two pens were sold together, and I snatched these up off from, I can't remember if it was Etsy or off from Mercari. I think I got these off from Etsy. And these were also dirt cheap. These are combination mechanical pencil and fountain pens. And you can see that these are older, some lever fillers. I've got some others that are combination pens as well. These were kind of beat up. I knew that they were, and they're you know, they're not exactly first tier, but knowing that they were beat up, I knew that I could restore them. This one looks like it needs a new bar. You know, a new J bar or something on the inside of it, and I may have a couple of J bars laying around, but nothing fancy. You know, so I'm going to have to pull them apart, make sure I got a new sack, put in a J-bar, make sure everything is cleaned up, buffed up, polished up, and working. Mechanical pencil, you know, I'm not real familiar with putting these back into service. I haven't really played with them much. All the mechanical pencils I've ever had actually work well, so don't know what to tell you on those. And the same kind of deal here, you know, it's little discoloration on that cap, but that barrel actually looks pretty good. And you know, it's an old, dirty, nasty pen that just needs some tender loving care, a new sack on it. This one seems to have a J-bar on the inside of it. And as far as a mechanical pencil, I don't know. I've never, like I said, never really fixed them, but I'll play with them just a little bit and see if I can get them back up and operational. And if I can, I'll probably be giving at least one of these away here on my channel. So that's about it, guys. Just a quick pen mail video to show you some of what's come in. Hopefully these will be restored and up and running. This will be cleaned up and will be included in a future video. And the cross pen, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it because I don't really know just yet. Alright, just want to throw in another quick video for you guys, and I've got more content coming, more content planned. My life has been really, really busy and hectic here lately. I can't tell you how bizarre my schedule has been and how freakily busy I've been, but I at least wanted to pump out some videos here for you. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate all of you who subscribed and continue to support me. It means a whole lot to me. Talk to you later. Bye.